Cheers. There is such suffering in the moment. It's crazy. Like, there's suffering even with the good stuff. Like, for example, what I'm getting good at, I'm practicing a lot. It's like, just now, I stopped to get this coffee, and I talked to a fellow who came up to my truck, and he runs, like, a festival near where I'm at. He runs, like a country, bluegrass, whatever. No, he seemed like a progressive type guy, so I'd be like, yeah, let's play a festival like that, you know, even if I had to stick to one genre, like Blind Crow, bluegrass, like, we could just probably play this festival and it would work. But, or whatever, Ryan Delaney music, I'll just do country, I'll play my older songs that are kind of country, for sure. I can even make some of my pop songs sound country if I want to. I can make certain songs of mine sound different depending on how I'm feeling or what I'm in the mood for. Like, because there'll be times where I'm like, no, we're putting on Sinatra. There'll be times where let's put on Bryan. There'll be times where I'm like, Bieber's all the time. Doesn't matter. I could always go with Bieber. But like, yeah, different vibes. And then like with me and where I've been in life with music, there's really it's infinite with me, with the music. It's limitless. I think it's like that for some artists too. Like, to some degree, like Chris Thile, definitely. You know, whatever. But what was I gonna say? Okay, so that's a really good thing that just happened, right? And now I'm sitting here in the truck, like, I wasn't even gonna stop at that rest area to get the coffee. Like, I just did it, and look what happened there. I don't know if it'll pan out, but I know that if I hadn't stopped at that exit, that wouldn't have happened, and that guy wouldn't have had my car. But I'm sitting here right now, like, thinking about that's awesome, right? And that's my mind. Now I'm shutting it off, and we're here now. Now, the next thing I'll say that I wanted to talk about is, like, I'm looking at this older man with his cigarette and his hat and in his dirty old green pickup truck just now, or whatever, or red, I can't remember what the color was. And he just looks like a grumpy man, like, but it's hilarious. Like, I'm finding most things in life hilarious. And I look at other folks, if I decide to look at someone else, because I also try to practice that, like, not staying in my own lane is good. But I looked at him, and I'm like, that guy is in his own movie. And then it led me to this, like, topic of, like, do you know, if you're watching this video, do you know that you are in your own movie? You're creating some sort of movie. And the movie is shown more when I, like, get myself on video, and, like, I've pretty much created sort of a life routine. Now, it's like God's routine. It's very funny, it's godly, it's in the moment, it's consistent. I'm sort of like autistic-ish, so it's good to have some sort of flow, like, of what I know that my life consists of. But a lot of people get stuck in this routine where it's, like, created by the human being, which is dumb, which is out of the ego, and is like, but it doesn't matter. Everyone's doing the best they can out here, for sure. No matter what. Like, we all are doing the best we can. Even in the worst we can, we're still doing the best we can, right? Because I've thought about before, like, people just do the worst they can out here. Because, I don't know, for me, I've always just been sort of like a risk taker, like ambitious, like, let's go with the unconventional stuff, you know? And it's always kind of worked out for me because I've always learned new things. I've always had, like, for the most part, I've always been protected financially and whatever. So, but if everyone would realize they're in their own movie, then life is going to get a lot easier. And, like, that guy in that truck, he could put on a show in his truck with his phone. It would be hilarious. And to some degree, I think there's people like that have that kind of vibe, like Duck Dynasty. I don't really watch that show, but I know that show is a favorite among a lot of different folks. Although, that guy just threw a peace sign at me, so that's cool. And whatever. See, that guy came right up to my truck and asked me if I had a car. What a respectable man, to be honest, brother, sister. A lot of people get scared when they see the truck, or they're like, don't mess with him, you know? Like, that was why I struggled with actually getting gigs on Long Island, even just me without the truck. The better and better you get, the more energetically, like, good that you get at, like, music and entertainment, people start fearing you. It's like fearing God. People start fearing, this is what I've dealt with, and I actually get less gigs locally. It doesn't work for the local scene. It just don't work. Especially at local places and, yeah, people's houses and stuff. It's like, that's why I'm feeling like, okay, the top of the music industry makes sense for guys like me. It makes total, I say it sincerely, like, you know? Like, Jaden Smith couldn't go, he's too cool. He couldn't go rap and sing and dance in someone's backyard. No. It ain't gonna work. Now, guys like Jaden Smith were just grandfathered into the whole awesomeness of richness and celebrity life. That's really what has happened here. Let's be honest. And that's fine. That's what happens. Everyone has their different paths of where they come from. And I think the better paths, the cooler paths, are started from the bottom, now we're here. Whatever, Drake. Because did Drake really start from the bottom? I don't know. Wasn't Drake it doesn't matter. No, I just think everyone individual path is cool. And I've learned a lot about now, again, the entertainment industry on this trip. And it's just a bunch of soul families up there. That's what it is, brother, sister. And I think we'll leave it at that. Thank you, guys.